Canelo Alvarez, veteran at the, I think he's the young age of, he's probably over 32, 33, just veteran, you know what I'm saying? 58, 2-2, 34 KOs, you know what I'm saying? It's good. I don't even have to talk through the people that he's fought. I mean, it's legendary. It's
legendary. And Phil, we could just go ahead and just talk about the last few bouts that he
you know what I'm saying? You know, I know we get a lot of flack for losing to Bivol, but how many people you would pick that's moving up from 168 or even from 160 where he came from that would even have a chance against Bivol? So then you got Caleb Plant. You saw how that even David Benavidez couldn't get Plant out of there, but Canelo was. That shows you how dangerous Canelo is. Even today's version, you know, people kind of underrate him now because they're saying that, well, he's no longer this, and you know, they like to put other folks in that spot. But I think Canelo still, even after the Triple G fight, you know what I'm saying, that's Triple G, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much dominated him, you know. So Canelo is still a real threat. So then you got John Ryder, 32-5, 18 knockouts. He's around the same size as Canelo, 5'9", 72-inch wingspan. So he got a couple inches on Canelo. But he's coming off his victory over Zach Parker. And he been looking pretty decent in his last few fights. Very, you know, he kind of a crew type of a fighter, domestic level. He's pretty much a domestic level British fighter, you know what I'm saying? But one thing he does that I do like that he does is he does fight short, you know. So even when he's fighting taller guys like Callum Smith that he lost against, he kind of squashes down a little bit so, you know, he can avoid punches that way. But still, he just comes off, even looking at him, he's very hittable too, you know, and that's dangerous against someone like Canelo, who's going to go to your head, go to your body and all that. And to have a chance against Canelo Alvarez, even this version, you got to be somebody who knows how to use the ring. You got to be somebody who knows how to move. You got to have some finesse to you, some speed. And those are things that John Ryder doesn't have. So I think that Canelo, because of the last few fights, he's going to try to, you know, shake it off. But I do think he's going to stop John Ryder, because John Ryder is very durable. But I do think that once Canelo starts going to that body, he's going to break John Ryder down. Because John Ryder's not somebody who just get out with one punch. But Canelo is going to get him out of there by going to the body, breaking him down, having him head shots. He's going to get him out of there probably around the 6th round. So that's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, Ty, what's your prediction on that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Canelo by stoppage. You know, I don't look at John Ryder as, you know, a serious threat to him. I know he is, you know, on a 4-win, you know, streak. So, but this is just not a fight that I'm highly interested in. But we know Canelo, of course, he lost to Bivol. You know, he went out, he jumped up weight classes, and then, you know, he just fought Triple G, you know, for the 3rd time. You know what I mean? So Canelo's been in there with the best of them. You know what I mean? So at this point in his career, I don't even care if he fights the best. You know, he's already proved that to us. You know that he could fight the best. He's fought a lot of top names. So, but as far as this fight, yeah, I'm gonna go for Canelo probably by stoppage. Not sure of the round, but definitely a stoppage.
Yeah, you guys touched on a few things. I put up what comment that Sunshine made. She said that Alvarez by 4th round KO. Sheldon says good fight, but also it's in Jalisco. So since it's in Jalisco, that's going to give him a little bit more of a battery in his back. He's going to be vibing off that crowd. You know, Ryder rarely fights outside of the UK. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to play a factor too. I don't know if they're going to give him some tainted meat or what. You know what I mean? But one thing I do know that in this one, Canelo's going to have a field day with old John Ryder. Now, again, John Ryder's a good fighter, and this is really, for most fighters, this is a pretty decent fight. You know what I'm saying? But when you're talking about Canelo, that's a whole different animal. You know what I'm saying? And just the way I've seen Ryder fight previously, he's not that hard to hit. Now, he's going to be tough. You know what I mean? As maybe the first 2-3 rounds, but once Canelo starts to dig to that body, boom, you know what I mean? He's going to clip him with something up top. And I've seen Ryder hurt. The best thing to me about Ryder is his ability to like withstand punishment and then have resolve to come back in the end. He's not going to be able to play that game with Canelo. Canelo, once he started rat-a-tat-tatting him, you know, he's going to hurt him. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's a quick stoppage too, because they want to see Canelo get up out of there with that victory, you know, so they can go ahead and celebrate. What is this, Cinco de Mayo? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they want to party, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get right out of there, and they're going to be having some, I don't know what's the drink of choice out there as far, I don't know, margarita. Tequila. So they're gonna be on that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I said. I think it's like a 5th round TKO victory for Canelo. So I'm somewhere in between Vail and Sunshine McCown. You guys have any other thoughts on that fight? And Ty, you mentioned, you said that it's not really a fight that you're interested in. It's hard now, you know, especially with on the tail end of the Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight. You know what I'm saying? You have this fight that's kind of like a stay busy, even though he's ranked and it's like a mandatory. You know what I mean? You just don't want to be fighting on the tail end of one of the biggest fights or the biggest fight this year. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And on the outside looking in, well, us boxing fans, hardcore boxing fans, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We understand the difference. Someone on the outside looking in will say, oh, man, you know, Tank Garcia, man, was a big fight. And look who Canelo fighting. He don't fight nobody, you know what I'm saying? So it's always that comparison is always going to be there. But, you know, Canelo is still kind of getting his groove back. This is a stay busy fight for Canelo, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, a stay busy fight for Canelo could be, you know, a great fight for somebody else. That's a testament to what he is.
That's right.
Hola, soy Jolie de Medellín y estás viendo la Squad 11 de Bar, el mejor canal de boxeo. Dale me gusta y suscríbete. Y me puedes encontrar en Instagram como Jolie1026 Sánchez. Bye.
The last ones at the bar exclusively talks about the sport of boxing.